Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this section, I have explained about filter function, which is available in Office 365 Excel version. Using this filter function, we can get the required data without filtering manually. For example, this is a raw data. If I want to get only belongs to small business data, no need to go and filter it manually. Simply, we will just select this from the drop down list. Select small business. So this is the data respect to that particular criteria, and select corporate. This is the data for that. Home office or consumer, got the data. Now I will do step by step. In the description I have given the link to download this particular file. Now I have the raw data here. So I want to view the data quickly with the selection of customer segment. So I'll check with this filter. I have 4 unique lists: consumer, corporate, home office, and small business. So based on this, I want to get the data, or based on the customer, or based on the product category, it is up to us. So for the time being, I have selected customer segment. Quickly, I will add into the drop down list. So now there are 4 unique lists here. First, I will bring that to here using unique function. Array is nothing but collection of multiple cells. I'm going to select from H2 to till the end. Close the bracket. Just wanted to see all the unique records from that particular column. There are 4. So now I'll go to data, data validation, and then I'm going to select list. In this source, by seeing these values, I will type it manually, or I can select this. Later I can hide these cells or particular column. Only 4 are there. I will write it small business, comma, corporate, home office, consumer. Okay, and then I'll delete that unique lists. I got the data here. I'll just highlight it with the different color. Now I'll bring the columns. I want all the column details from here. I'll make it as bold. I'll remove that border. Equals to filter. Open the bracket. First is array, nothing but the complete raw data, excluding the header, not including the header. If we select the header, some sort result will not come. Go to the raw data and select only the data, nothing but excluding the header, comma, include. It means I want to get the data based on the customer segment. So that is the reason I want to select this list in place of include syntax. Only data again, not including the column. So ideally this is my criteria column. Equals to, there is no comma here. If you press comma, the next syntax is fill empty. It means if empty. If the data is not there, then what do you want to see instead of seeing Excel's default error? So coming back, so once we select that criteria column in this include syntax, press equal sign, and you can write it like home office, close the bracket. But if you want to get it data by select, then we'll go to the summary. We'll choose this particular cell D2. So it is part of that H column, customer segment column. Closing the bracket, enter. I have got the data. So now I'll check with small business. This is the data for that. Now consumer and corporate, I got the data. It is working fine. Now I'm going to delete this. Now with the table format, how we should get the data? It means if I don't want to go and select it manually, then this raw data should be converted into the table format. For that, we'll go to insert and click on table, or by pressing Ctrl T for table. It will select the data automatically. My table has headers. Yes, it is having headers. Enter. So by default, table name will create with one table 1, table 2. If I want to change it, I can change it, or I can use the same one. Now if I don't want to see this format, I'll go to table design, then I'll make it clear. Go back to the summary, equals to filter array, nothing but the complete data excluding the header. So it is table 1, the table name. If I call the table name, automatically it will select the data excluding the header, comma, what is include. So the criteria is column. I want to get the data based on the customer segment, so that particular column need to be selected. This is available in same table, table 1. Open the third bracket, so it will show all the columns. So now I'm going to select the customer segment, close the third bracket, equals to. So in that particular list, I want to get the data based on this selection, close the bracket. Or if I want to use the last syntax, comma, this is the last syntax. If the data is not there, then I want to get no data, closing the bracket, enter. This is with the table format. That's it.